Hello and welcome to Mission Minute. My name is Robert Churchman and I am one of the pastors on staff here at Mission Church. As I was preparing for this week's Mission Minute, I was looking for the right words of encouragement to share with you. And as I was going to God for those words, praying and searching to find the right words to share with you, what God showed me wasn't just words of encouragement, but a life of encouragement. And I found that in 2 Timothy 4:7, where Paul, who is now an elder and older in years and knows that his end is near, shares words of encouragement with a young pastor, with Timothy. Paul knows that in a short time he will be leaving this world and will be spending the rest of his life with Jesus. But before he goes, he wants to share with Timothy not just words of encouragement, but a life of encouragement. That's why he says in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Paul is providing wisdom to a young pastor. He has given him a strategy to fight the good fight. Paul is reminding Timothy that as a believer living in the world can feel like a fight, and he wants him to fight for Jesus. He wants Timothy to seek ways that he can be useful to God. He's reminding him of the decisions that he makes that day will determine his tomorrow. He wants him to stand firm in his faith and how he fights. Paul then goes on to say that he'd finished the race. And those who have ever run a race or been in a marathon or been competitive in sports, you all know that every competitive athlete has to prepare in advance for the task at hand. It's easy to be distracted by the things of this world. So Paul's telling Timothy to stay on course. Paul's reminding Timothy that you have to pace yourself to endure the pains and the struggles of the run in order to preserve yourself and to make it to the finish line. Paul's reminding Timothy that endurance comes from Christ, that gave him strength to overcome persecution, and it gives you strength to overcome persecution today. Perseverance in the midst of obstacles that get in our way is what it takes to finish a marathon, and that's what Paul is only reminding Timothy to do, but he's reminding of us as well. Paul's reminding Timothy that you cannot receive an award. You cannot cross the finish line if you give up and drop out. That's why Paul tells him, thirdly, to keep the faith. To keep the faith and to keep going. To don't give up. And as a believer, he's reminding Timothy to stay grounded in Scripture and do not be led astray. Keeping the faith means you are to fix your eyes on Jesus and trust and obey him. And that's what he's asking and telling Timothy to do, is to focus on Jesus. For Jesus will give you the strength to fight the endurance, to finish what he has called you to do. And that's what Paul is reminding Timothy to do. He's reminding Timothy to keep the faith that brings honor to Jesus, to not give up. Paul's reminding Timothy that his reward is not what we have here, but what awaits us in heaven. Paul's reminding Timothy and us that we are to stay faithful to Jesus all the way to the end. And when we do, that we will receive a reward, and that God is waiting for us to give us our treasure. So I ask you today, where are you today? How is your race in faith going? I encourage you to live a life of faith. And if you are not sure or have questions and would like to talk to a pastor, go to missionnaz.org and let us know how we can pray for you. There, you can also watch more mission minutes, see Sunday morning sermons, and find ways to plug into the mission community. And don't forget to like and share this video with someone that you know, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, and God bless.